Yo, what's up, world? This is breakdown with TJ. You know, I'm into this trucking business. I'm an owner operator. Just wanted to shout out to the world real quick, see what we are up to on this YouTube tip. It is November the 8th. Yeah, 2018. I'm gonna come to y'all. I'm gonna give y'all what I think about the rates and how the market is. You know, I don't drive trucks. Like I said, I'm an owner operator. I sit behind the scenes. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that don't really talk about behind the scenes when I first got into this game. So I had to learn things on my own the hard way. You know, I took a little bit of some of the people that do the trucking. I had to learn the paperwork. I had to learn a lot of things that sometimes on the video they just don't teach you. They talk to you about it, but they don't teach you. And then I got to the point to where I realized a lot of people was like truck drivers. I don't drive. So I had to learn both worlds. I had to learn from a trucker's point of view, and I had also learned from a back office point of view. Today is just like casualty, man. Just going through some things, just trying to see what's going on out there. Like I said, the market, it's almost forcing you to take this bull crap, and I'm just not liking it. You know, I got 3 units on the road, and we do our thing. You know, we try to, you know, like good times, we scratch it to survive. We've been doing a lot of great things though. We constantly been moving, we constantly been talking to people about moving freight, trying to figure out when this market is going to pick back up, but it seems like it's not anytime soon from what I'm looking at. Every week they talking about, well, the rate should be getting better, the rate should be getting better. Man, they've been talking about the rate should be getting better since like the end of September. Like the whole Halloween candy type thing, it ain't nothing like it was in 2017. Maybe it could be due to the fact of the hurricanes. You guys got to understand what disasters happened this year have an effect on what's going to happen next year. And we had 2 hurricanes. You know, I'm from Florida. We had 2 hurricanes, the one that hit Houston, the one that scraped through Miami a little bit, hit the Keys, cut through Florida a little bit. You know, it created a lot of capacity for a lot of people to move loads. So everything that was going to Florida was going to Houston, like it was a major rush. This year, with the hurricanes hitting North Carolina, and then we just got hit over in Mexico Beach and Panama City, I don't see the same urgency as I saw last year with the market, saying, hey, we need to get up here and help these people. Hey, we got to do this. Maybe because you got 2+ million people in Houston, you got 2+ million people in Miami, you know, in the Keys or whatever that's affected. So those are like major populated areas, versus when you're in the North Carolinas and everything is like scattered because it didn't hit a city like Charlotte. You know, it's scattered everywhere versus being in one general population area. And then you live in Mexico Beach. Panama City, Mexico Beach doesn't have like 2 or 3 million people in the panhandle. So even though it was affected, it's like it wasn't a major sense of urgency, in my opinion, to say, hey, we got to get people down here, because Florida is really not a freight industry like that. Not like it was in Houston, where you had a lot of, you know, tractors and companies and things like that, equipment. So I'm just putting myself out on YouTube, man, just trying to give me some feedback. You know, we can talk about any and everything almost, and just see how it come out. I will be going over, like I said, rates. Just want to let you guys know, I am an owner operator. I started in 2017. This is my 2nd year. I don't have all the answers, but I do know if the wheels don't move, there's no money to be made if you don't go get it. With the rates being down and the rates being up, it doesn't matter. I don't know everybody's pockets. I don't know everybody, you know, situation, cost of operation. But right now, this is what I believe. I know I'm outside. My trash people come in, they kind of late. They usually be in the morning time, but then they want to come late. This is what I think. I know a lot of people say, hey, don't take those rates. Don't take those rates. The new people, or the people that don't understand the cost of operation, is making the market go down. They're making this right here happen. They're causing us to take cheap freight. Some of that is true. I believe some of that is true. But on the other hand, what I also believe is we don't stick together and unify. You got to realize over 90% of the industry is owner-operators and small independent people. People with less than 100 trucks. They can't compete with the major carriers. If the major carriers want to get together and be unified, like I believe some of them do, then they can say, hey, we got 500 to 1,000 trucks. Let's go ahead and get these contracts and jam-pack the market like they've been doing to prevent the little guys from getting in anything and make us work just that much harder. But when you got 90% of the people of owner-operators, how many of us are really gonna come together and really make a dent to say, hey, we're gonna stop taking this cheap-ass freight? Think about it. You got a family to feed. I got a family to feed. I got truck insurance. I got truck note. Your money might be longer than my money. My money might be longer than your money. But are you gonna start working because I say, hey, we need to go on strike? Or are you gonna look at your family situation and say, I gotta do what I gotta do no matter what the market says? It's the mentality like that. That is no right or wrong answer to it. It's about how you need to live, because I can't give you what I got to make you start working on what you need. If that makes sense. They had the little strike thing down in Miami last year. They had the one over in California was demanding higher rates and was protesting and stopping traffic and things like that. A small portion like that does not affect the market. It doesn't affect the brokers from moving shipments. Everybody has to be unified, almost like a boycott, to make this happen. A boycott to make things like this happen, to say we're gonna stop. But then you have your other percentage of people that work for companies that's gonna continue to move. It might take them a couple of weeks. It might take them some months to realize we can't move what we used to move because of the shortage. But how many of us can afford to sit back that long? So it's a lot of different variables to look at when we say that we won't haul certain freight. And I have nothing against the people that don't want to take cheap freight. Sometimes I take cheap freight. Sometimes I hate taking cheap freight. But sometimes I have to get to where I need to be in order to get to where I need to be. If I kind of like made that make sense. I got to take what I got to take to get to where I need to be, to get what I need to be where I need to be. And I understand a lot of people say, man, I won't take this, I won't take that. But I guarantee you, when your pockets get a little empty, you pretty much take whatever they give you almost. But, you know, like I said, to each his own. Every situation is different. I'm just giving you a little bit of point of views from the way that I see it. Everybody have an opinion. I don't know all the answers. I don't know what every market and what lane looks like. You know, I know what we do. I dispatch my own team. And it ain't easy. It ain't easy sitting behind here looking at these garbage rates, paying your drivers to move. And then some guys wonder why they only getting 200 or 300 miles. Some guys wonder why, hey, I used to get 3,000 miles a week. Now I'm down to 1,500, 2,000. It ain't that we want to hold you guys back from making it, but you got to understand the company doesn't live. The company doesn't make profitability if it can't afford to look at things. Somebody's got to take the loss. We've been taking the loss because we in a crappy market that's paying less. We still recovering for breakdowns when you guys need tires, repairs, etc., things like that. If you're a company driver, we're taking all the risks. So if we send you 200 or 300 miles to make $800, $1,000, it's not that because we want to cut your paycheck. It's all about profit and loss. And I had to learn that. I had to learn it. A lot of people got in, hey man, trucking, you make a lot of money, da 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 da. Yeah, they say that, but like I said, I sit behind a desk. I don't drive. So I look at it from a different perspective than a truck driver or a person that works for a company or a person that's leased on. And we'll get into that leased on thing, you know, later on down the line with people being leased on, paying 30%, 65%, whatever it is that you pay a portion of, and look at the overall cost of, are you really winning with leasing on, or you rather have your own authority? I have my own authority. I'm not leased on to anybody. I had my own authority when I first came into the game. So I can't speak on everybody from a leasing perspective. I just know if it works for you, it works for you. If it don't, it don't. But at the end of the day, whatever makes money and make you happy, continue to do your thing. I'm not trying to have all the money in the world, but I'm trying to have enough to where I can at least be comfortable and enough to eat and operate and function like I need to be. Because, like I said, sometimes in trucking, man, you just one breakdown away from shutting down your whole business. You know, one breakdown away from shutting down your whole business. Your EMC, your engine, your turbo, tires, axles, you know, preventive maintenance going wrong, and then you're not moving for weeks at a time. Or you go to these dealerships and you thinking, hey, I'm going to these dealerships, I'm finna get in, hopefully I'll be done in like a day or two, and they keep you there for 14 days. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous, man. We spent 16 days in Texas at a dealership to fix our truck. 16 days. Can you believe 16 days with no money coming in? It's stuff like that, man. And then people kind of like want to understand, like, why do we request so much more money? Look at the risk we taking. Look at how much money we have to pump into this. Hundreds and thousands of dollars going into keeping the truck up, maintenance, fix, repairs. And then they want to, you know, crap us on the market like this to where we getting like $100 to go an extra 700 miles. You know what I mean? You getting like 500 miles for $600 or 500 miles for $800. They don't even want to give you, they're not even trying to even hit you with the $2 a mile limit right now. It's like they want to keep it at the $1.30, the $1.50, depending on what area you're in. I can't speak for every area, but certain areas that you're in. I run the Southeast a lot, Northeast, you know, the Midwest. I don't really go out west, so like Cali and all that stuff. But it's like they're trying to keep you up under a certain percentage. And then if you're in the Northeast, you have to look at the fact, yeah, man, I'm finna get this money right here to go up into the Northeast, but then you get hit with all these tolls. Like, they calculated this in order for us to not win when the market is down, because they know it's hell to pay when the market is up. So, I don't know, man. This is just me ranting a little bit. Just, you know, like I said, just put my thoughts out here. Give me all a little insight of what I'm thinking about and how I feel about it. I'm going to stay in tune with you guys. I'm going to upload more videos. I've been on YouTube for a little minute. I done seen some people on YouTube. I shot them out later. They really helped me when I first got into the game to understand some of this stuff last year. And a lot of it I just had to understand on my own. Take the meat, leave the bones, bro. That's all I can tell you. Everything that a person tell you ain't always what it is. You have to read between the lines sometimes. Or you have to take what works for you, not the same methods that they took to be successful, because whatever steps they take, I guarantee you they didn't give you 100% of everything. They gave you enough so you could try to make your own decisions. So, hey man, this breakdown with TJ, man, this is my first video for the YouTube, for the trucking site. Feedbacks, comments, anything, just leave it. I'm gonna try to shoot more videos later. Like I said, hey man, keep the trucks rolling, man, at all means. I hope the market get better, but nobody really know. Nobody really knows. Peace.